88.9 FM. I'm your host, Raffy, and right now I will be speaking with Vincent about the Youth Leadership Music Project. All right, so Vincent, when did this project start?
Technically, this project is 3 weeks old right now. 3 out of 8 weeks.
Oh, okay. So, who all's a part of it? Like, I know that Savage Cabbage is a part of it.
We have about 15 total musicians. Aside from the trio Savage Cabbage, which is a rock band, there's another rock band called Blue Taboo with Jared Jansen and Will Brock, Julian Ferrara, and Kyle Petty. Savage Cabbage is Keaton Nelesny and Nathan Sonnenberg, along with Colin Orr. We also have Annalise Zering, who plays looping violin. We have the newly brought on, as of Friday night, a cappella trio with Rachel Morley, Catherine Walter, and Haley Patrick, known as Elevation. We have Yark McCarchuk. We have Shannon Fitzsimmons and Mary Sue Thompson. So there's a really... Everett Merritt is also part of the project. He hasn't had time to really work with us yet, but he is interested in the project. So we've got him on board too.
Wow, that's amazing. There's so many talented artists in that group that I can just, when I hear their names, I think of them. At the Bazaar, actually, one night I was co-hosting with Vincent, and I heard Blue Taboo and Savage Cabbage. And after hearing those two bands for the first time, I was like, wow, these guys are really amazing, because they played songs, and it just blew my mind. It was awesome. And Mary Sue Thompson especially, I love her. Okay, so where have some of the performances been?
Well, we have played in some pretty diverse places. We played at the Bazaar. We went down to an opening, actually. Will Brock's mom, Atia, opened up Cafe Olé, which is right across the street. They just had their grand opening, and they have a really nice back patio. And so we had some all performers out there on the deck. And we've played upstairs from the Bazaar at the Downtown Artery. They have a brand new deck, and Mary Sue and Shannon played there. When the project first started, Jared actually opened for a big fundraiser over at the Lincoln Center. So he played, I believe, in the Magnolia Room. He did a solo set for like 45 minutes, did a fantastic job. So we played in different places around town. We have the very last week of the project, we're going to be heading to Breckenridge, and we have a house that we can all gather in and stay there. And we have a gig lined up in Frisco at the Barclay Ballroom, pretty well-known venue out there. It holds 500 people, and we're hoping to get some gigs in Breckenridge that weekend as well. So yeah, we're kind of still finding places, but we're keeping it pretty diverse. Old Chicago's will be another place that we play each week, and I should add, starting this Wednesday with Annalise Zering, we have a half hour on KCSU. Eric Bell, great guy. He's a DJ over there. So from 5:15 to 5:45 each Wednesday evening on KCSU 90.5, one of the or more of the musicians from the Youth Leadership Music Project will be playing live music over there.
That's really cool. I like the fact that it kind of stays local almost, and then there's also Breckenridge, but I like the fact that you're not trying to go too big too fast or anything.
Yeah, I think that's true, Raffy. I think what was so thrilling is actually when this project was still in the fundraising part of it, we had a gig at the Mishawaka Amphitheater, which I coordinated the entire event, and that was so thrilling. And we still, when people mention that day up the canyon, it was just it was a big hug fest.
Yeah. So for me, when I think of like teenagers types of music, I think of rock or something like that. And actually, I've heard quite different, which really pleases me when people actually play, and I really like it. What types of like music do youth play here?
Well, I think that you bring up a really interesting aspect of the project, because I'm all about diversity. I think that's what is most interesting. And so aside from the two rock bands, who are pretty progressive, I mean, they're doing some pretty creative things as rock bands. We have Elevation, which is the a cappella trio, and they are doing some arrangements which are pretty complex and just really pretty phenomenal. People are pretty actually shocked when they hear them. And then, of course, Annalise Zering, who plays the looping electric violin, and she'll be on KCSU. She's only had this for like under 2 weeks, and she's already doing these pretty complex arrangements where she's building a song. She's playing the violin like a guitar. She's using it as a percussive instrument and really able to build these really layered, structured, incredibly beautiful songs with her electric violin. And the cool thing is, with Annalise, she's collaborating with Yarek Makarchuk, who plays mandolin, and they both sing wonderfully. She's going to be collaborating with the a cappella group. After they heard her sing and play violin, they want to do some songs with her. And she's been I've been kind of looking for her too, for an a cappella group that she could work with, and it's a perfect fit. So the nice thing about the project is there are a lot of intercollaborations. Mary Sue's working with Yarek, Shannon's working with different people in the group as well. So the spirit of the project is to be collaborative, to be one, and to have your own identity, like the rock groups have their own identity. But Keaton's is a very collaborative guy. He has Jared up on stage with him singing one of their songs, a Savage Cabbage song. So I'm really proud of everybody in the group. They're really mature, and they're really focused on the music, and there's really no drama going on, which is perfect.
Yeah, I really enjoy all the collaboration because even in the first few days I came here, I saw people that I later found out were from totally different bands, even different types of music altogether, and I thought it was really, really amazing. I've seen mostly teenagers in this program, and in fact, I think I'm one of the youngest people in this program. So, what would the general age be for you that's in this program?
I think everybody in this program, with the exception of 3, are juniors in high school. Actually, Everett Merritt, I believe, is a senior. Yarek Makarchuk and Shannon Fitzsimmons, I believe, are sophomores, and everybody else are juniors. Everybody else is a junior. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Which is kind of cool, Raffy, because I've got them to work with for another year next year. It's because there's a good chance they would be going off to college somewhere. So I kind of like that aspect. That's not why I chose them, but it is kind of interesting that they'll be around for a little while.
Yeah, I really enjoy the fact that they're all, even though they're teenagers, they're nice to me as an 11-year-old, because some teenagers aren't really nice to me. They kind of call me a little kid, and that even happens in my middle school with 8th graders, so it's really, really nice. I've been wondering this for actually quite a while. What's next? Like, what benefits and gigs are you going to be doing?
We have something really exciting, which really fits the spirit, again, of the project, because we started the project wanting to build youth leaders through music who can help build community. Well, one of the best ways to build community is to provide music for those that really need it, the healing power of music, So we have, we're looking at certain things such as hospice and nursing homes and playing for those individuals during the holidays and stuff like that. We have a really exciting gig coming up on November 14th, which is a Thursday night at the Blind Pig, which is on East Linden Street. And Renee Shaw is a friend, and her husband, Robert Wilson, is in the Robert Wilson Blues Band. And they're really coordinating this event that's happening there as a fundraiser for Blue Star Connection. And Blue Star Connection's mission is to provide musical instruments for young kids who are cancer patients in hospitals. They give them instruments, and it's really profound, and they've seen some pretty remarkable things happen. And so this is a benefit show. So we have 2 20-minute slots as part of this event, which is going to have an incredible, the supergroup of all time in Fort Collins called the Young Ancients, a very newly established band that has John Magny, and it's got another gentleman from the 3 Twins, whose name is escaping me right now, but it also has Kerry Moran, and Kerry Moran is he's an incredible guy, and he's actually representing Colorado for the International Blues Competition, I believe is the name of that. So we're really thrilled. They're going to be there, and also Chaotic Serenity is going to play. So the Youth Leadership Music Project is going to be represented at this event. So we're really thrilled. We're going to have Shannon and Mary Sue will do a set, and then Annalise and the a cappella group will do an opening set.
That's really cool. I enjoy doing benefits and stuff, even just emceeing them. But I think having performers go to hospitals for youth and elderly, anybody, I think that it really, when I first heard about it, it really made me feel good inside, because it made me feel like, wow, music really does have healing qualities. I know that I know that you were talking about some of the benefits that you were trying to plan, but do you have any other goals for this project?
Basically, we're hoping that the youth that come out of the other end of this project are going to be learning skills that are applicable to being a musician. We really want to treat them like they are professional musicians. Not that our goal is for them to be, household names or something like that. I mean, if they can sort of make a living supporting themselves through the arts, I don't think you can ask for anything greater than that, in my opinion. So we want them to be able to start mentoring other youth. That's a huge part of this, because they're becoming leaders. They're already leaders. I mean, when I picked all of them, I told them, we had a meeting Sunday, and I said I could not, there's no way that I could be any happier with the youth that we have in this project. I mean, I'm so proud of all of them. They're exceeding my expectations. So anything that I can do and Katie Clark is the assistant on this project, to teach them different skills, whether it's social media and how to best present yourself on social media, how to be connecting with people on social media, how do you act in between songs? What do you do if a string breaks? Or how do you present yourself on stage? What are you wearing on stage? Are you dressed like everybody else? Are you setting yourself off just a little differently while still retaining your sense of who you are and so forth? So there are a lot of different aspects of performing. You're working with a music coordinator. There's a lot of responsibility that goes into that, and they're really busy. I mean, they are full-time students, and then they have hours of homework. So it's pretty tight time-wise, and for them to be able to, be a part of the project, it's really saying a lot for them.
I think that's really cool. Katie, she's always been really nice to me, and I like the fact that she's really a leader. You can just tell just by taking a glimpse at her. She's an amazing leader, and all of them are, and I think it's really cool. All right, that wraps it up with Vincent talking about the Youth Leadership Music Project. For more information, you can go on Facebook and type in Youth Leadership Music Project. Next, we're going to hear the recording of the Polaris Expeditionary Learning School and their songwriting intensive.